Graphic design is a creative process that uses visual elements to communicate messages and ideas. It involves the thoughtful arrangement of text, images, and other visual components to convey a specific message or information. Graphic designers use their skills to create visually appealing and effective designs for a variety of purposes, from branding and marketing to web design and publication. Here's a more detailed breakdown. What it is. Visual communication. Graphic design is fundamentally about communicating through visuals. Problem solving. It's a way of solving visual communication problems, whether it's creating a logo, designing a website, or developing a marketing campaign. Interdisciplinary. It's an interdisciplinary field that combines elements of art, design, and communication. Uses visual elements. Graphic designers use a variety of visual elements such as typography, color, shapes, and images to create compelling and effective designs. What it does. Conveys messages. Graphic design helps convey messages and ideas to an audience. Builds brands. It plays a crucial role in building brand identity and recognition. Enhances user experience. It can improve the user experience of a website or other interactive design. Creates visual appeal. Graphic designers focus on creating visually appealing and engaging designs that grab attention. Examples. Branding. Designing logos, color palettes, and overall visual style for a brand. Web design. Creating visually appealing and user-friendly websites. Marketing and advertising. Designing posters, brochures, and social media graphics. Packaging. Designing packaging for products such as boxes or labels. Publication design. Designing layouts for magazines, newspapers, and books.
Raster graphics, also known as bitmap images, represent images as a grid of pixels. These images are resolution dependent and can become blurry or pixelated when enlarged beyond their original dimensions. Examples of raster graphics include photographs, scanned images, and many digital photos. Key characteristics of raster graphics. Pixel-based. Raster images are made up of individual pixels, tiny squares of color that combine to form an image. Resolution dependent. The quality of a raster image depends on the number of pixels and their resolution, pixels per inch or dots per inch. Can become blurry when resized. Enlarging a raster image without increasing its resolution can cause pixelation and blurriness. Examples. Digital photos, scanned images, and many images seen online are raster graphics. File formats. Common raster image file formats include JPEG, PNG, and GIF. Contrast with vector graphics. Raster graphics differ from vector graphics, which use mathematical formulas to define images, making them scalable without loss of quality. Vector graphics are often preferred for illustrations and logos because they can be resized without losing detail, whereas raster images can become pixelated when enlarged. In essence, raster graphics are ideal for photographs and detailed images where the level of detail is crucial. However, they can suffer when resized, making vector graphics a better choice for scalable illustrations and logos. Vector graphics are images created using mathematical formulas, defining lines, curves, and shapes, allowing them to be scaled without losing quality. This contrasts with raster graphics, which are made of pixels and can become pixelated when enlarged. Key characteristics of vector graphics. Mathematical definition. Vector graphics are defined by mathematical formulas that describe the lines, curves, and shapes they are composed of. Scalability. Due to their mathematical definition, vector graphics can be scaled up or down without losing quality or sharpness. Resolution independence. Unlike raster graphics, which have a fixed resolution, vector graphics can be rendered at any size without resolution loss. Applications. Vector graphics are commonly used for logos, illustrations, diagrams, and other designs that benefit from clean, scalable images. Examples of vector graphic file formats. SVG, Scalable Vector Graphics. AI, Adobe Illustrator Format. EPS, Encapsulated PostScript. PDF, portable document format. Benefits of using vector graphics: high quality and sharp images at any size. This makes them ideal for applications where scalability and quality are crucial, such as logos, illustrations, and large format prints. Small file size. Compared to raster images, vector graphics typically have smaller file sizes, making them efficient for online use and storage. Easy editing and manipulation. Vector graphics can be easily edited without losing quality, making them flexible for design purposes. In contrast to raster graphics are made up of individual pixels, and when scaled, they can become pixelated and lose sharpness. Vector graphics are defined by mathematical formulas, allowing them to be scaled without losing quality. Motion graphics are a form of animation where static designs are brought to life, often used to communicate information or convey a message. They are frequently combined with audio and used in multimedia projects, appearing on electronic devices or even through manually powered technology. Motion graphics can take various forms, including 2D and 3D animations, and can be used in videos, apps, games, advertisements, and more. Here's a more detailed look at motion graphics. Key characteristics. Animation of graphics. Motion graphics essentially animate static design elements like text, logos, shapes, and infographics. Information and communication. They are used to convey information, tell stories, or create visual narratives. Complementary to video. Motion graphics often enhance video content by adding visual interest, clarifying complex ideas, or creating engaging transitions. Variety of styles. Motion graphics can range from simple 2D animations to complex 3D renderings and can include a variety of styles like kinetic typography, animated logos, and character animation. Multimedia integration. They are frequently used in multimedia projects, often incorporating audio and visual elements. Digital and physical applications. While commonly used on electronic devices, motion graphics can also be applied to physical media, like animated signage or interactive displays. Examples of motion graphics. Title sequences for movies. The opening credits of a film often feature motion graphics to introduce the title and visual style. Explainer videos. Motion graphics can be used to explain complex concepts in a clear and engaging way. Advertisements. Companies use motion graphics to create attention-grabbing commercials and promotional content. User interface animation. Motion graphics can be used to create engaging and intuitive user interfaces in apps and websites. Interactive displays. Animated graphics can be used to create engaging and interactive displays in museums, retail stores, and other public spaces.
User interface, UI, and user experience, and graphic design are distinct but intertwined fields focusing on how users interact with digital products. UI design is about the visual layout and aesthetics of the interface, while UX design focuses on the overall user journey and experience. Graphic design is also relevant as it deals with visual communication and aesthetics, often overlapping with UI design. Key differences and relationships. UI design deals with the visual elements, including layouts, buttons, icons, and overall aesthetics of the user interface. UI designers ensure that the interface is visually appealing and easy to navigate. UX design focuses on the user's journey and experience while using a product, including usability, information architecture, and overall satisfaction. UX designers strive to create seamless and intuitive experiences. Graphic design involves creating visual content such as logos, branding, and marketing materials to communicate a message or convey information. Graphic design principles are often used in UI design to create visually engaging and appealing interfaces. Relationship. UI and UX work together to create a positive user experience. A well-designed UI makes the product visually appealing and easy to navigate, while a well-designed UX ensures that the user's journey is smooth and enjoyable. In essence, UI is about how the interface looks and feels. UX is about why and what the user is doing. Graphic design provides the visual language for both UI and UX.
Environmental graphic design, EGD, also known as experiential graphic design, uses graphic design principles to enhance the built environment and create memorable experiences for users. It's a multidisciplinary field that combines graphic design with architecture, art, and other disciplines to create a visual narrative within a space. EGD focuses on how people interact with and experience a physical space, from wayfinding and signage to large-scale murals and branding elements. Here's a more detailed look at environmental graphic design. Key aspects of environmental graphic design: integrating graphics with the built environment. EGD goes beyond traditional graphic design by considering how graphics interact with the physical space, including lighting, materials, and architectural features. Creating a story. EGD aims to tell a story or convey a specific message within a space, whether it's about a brand, a location, or a specific event. Enhancing user experience. By carefully considering visual elements and how they interact with the space, EGD can improve user experience, make navigation easier, and foster a sense of place. Multidisciplinary collaboration. EGD often involves collaboration between graphic designers, architects, interior designers, and other professionals. Examples of environmental graphic design: wayfinding and signage. Designing clear and effective signage to guide people through a building or public space. Placemaking. Using graphics and design to create a sense of place and identity for a particular location, often incorporating local history and culture. Branding. Using graphics to reinforce a brand's visual identity and create a cohesive brand experience within a space. Exhibit and retail design. Creating engaging and informative displays in museums, galleries, and retail environments. Public installations. Designing large-scale murals, sculptures, and other art installations that enhance public spaces. In essence, environmental graphic design is about using visual communication to transform physical spaces into engaging and meaningful environments.
3D graphics involves creating and manipulating computer-generated models that simulate three-dimensional objects. These models can be viewed from different angles and manipulated as if they were real objects, even though they only exist within the computer. 3D modeling. This process involves creating a mathematical representation of an object's surface in 3 dimensions using specialized software. This includes manipulating edges, vertices, and polygons within a simulated 3D space. 3D rendering. This process transforms the 3D model into a 2D image or a sequence of images for display. It involves applying lighting, shading, and other visual effects to create a realistic or stylized representation. 3D animation. This involves creating moving images by manipulating 3D models over time. It's commonly used in film, video games, and other media. Applications. 3D graphics are used in various industries, including entertainment, creating characters, landscapes, and backgrounds for movies, video games, and animations. Architecture. Designing and visualizing buildings and other structures. Product design. Creating 3D models of products for visualization and prototyping. Virtual reality, creating immersive experiences by simulating 3D environments. Medical imaging, creating 3D models of organs and other body parts for medical research and training. Key features. 3D graphics offer advantages over 2D graphics, including realism and depth. 3D graphics can create more realistic and immersive visuals by adding depth and spatial relationships. Dynamic movement. 3D models can be animated to create dynamic and engaging visual effects. Complex texturing. 3D graphics allow for the creation of complex textures and surface details. Camera angles and perspectives. 3D graphics allow for viewing models from various angles and perspectives. Advanced lighting and shadows. 3D graphics can simulate realistic lighting and shadows, enhancing the visual fidelity. 3D versus 2D. 2D graphics have height and width, while 3D graphics add a dimension of depth. This depth allows for a more realistic and immersive visual experience.